Hopefully, I'm live. I'm not live on the uh, stream that I was intending to be live on. So let's see. Jeez. Are we frozen now? Oh my goodness. What is there? I'm back. Oh my god. Uh, I could not use my computer, so I'm on my phone, and it's just a lot more not what I had planned on. But here I am. I wanted to be out there somewhere, but yeah, it could not happen for this new moon live today. My computer, I think it got jostled a bit too much in the move, and RAM got loose, and it's shutting down. Like, I need to open it up and fix that. And I can't find, or I don't know exactly where my little screws are that I can get into my into my computer. Oh, and I don't have my drink here, of course. I'm gonna go get it, and we are gonna give it a minute. Hopefully, I can be heard okay. I don't have my microphone hooked up, but I think that's okay. So my ideas kept getting thwarted of what I wanted to do for today. Need to make sure. Oh, hi, Karen. Hello. I can see chat now. Congratulations on my new beginnings. Thank you so much. I'm going to be celebrating that here with the new moon. So good to see you. Why doesn't the chat stay? Weird. I have not. Yeah, I want live chat. It keeps going away. Hello, everybody who's here. Please tell me that you're here in the chat and who's here. So I decided to set this up here on my deck. And what I can do here, and because I'm on my phone, which I was like, oh, this is cool. I could be on my phone because I have my Starlink, and it's pretty strong all the way out there. And Adrian, hi. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm gonna take you guys out there in just a few. I'm gonna wait and see if we've got more people coming. I'm not used to this at all. Being live on YouTube on my phone. It may be something I do more of as we go forward. I'm not sure. It'll just all depend on things, but we're going to try it out today. We're going to see. And if I lose the connection, I will be back, but we are going to walk out there because I got internet all the way out of my pond. So there's nowhere for me to like sit things and hold things. And I thought today was going to be much hotter. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to want to be sitting out in the sun at noon. Yesterday was very, very hot. Today was supposed to be almost just as hot, but it's not. It's not almost just as hot by a lot. It's way cooler. It's really beautiful. Yeah, so I will shortly be taking the phone, taking us out there. I should have enough battery for at least a little bit to show you guys live. I'm going to take you right out there. But yes, I'm going to be hopefully setting this up, figuring this all out to be able to do more live from outside because, oh my God, right? It's absolutely beautiful here where I moved to in Northern California. I just feel like here. Hold on a second. There. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I was talking about another. Yeah. So anyway, my brain is not fully docked. It hasn't been for weeks. It's been a whirlwind of happenings and fast pace and changes and go. And I think yesterday was probably the most non-doing low-key day that I've had, and I still did stuff, but it wasn't a lot. Freddie, hey! Hi, Freddie. Oh wow, what is going on here? Weird. There's some weird text on top of itself, so I can't see what that says. I think it's just a message. Um and then the chat just goes away. What is it doing? Hold on for me. So weird. So I'm just not used to being on YouTube Live on my phone, and so bear with me, everybody, because this is so bizarre. Um, you have a glow. You look so pretty. Oh, thank you so much. I would hope that after I am still in very much in move mode. I still have a lot of stuff in boxes that need to come out, and all the things need to be arranged. Um, but my focus has been on being drawn outside and mostly to take care of my plants. I brought all of my plants with me here to Manton, and they took up most about half of the truck. They should have. Luckily, that all fit, wasn't packed exactly most efficiently. So I had to leave. Well, for time and for space, I had to leave some belongings behind. Nothing more important to me than my plants. My plants took the priority with the space, because I was determined to take all of my plants, and I did take all of my plants. A few of them got hurt in transport, a couple, not very many, just a couple, honestly, just a couple. It was pretty good all the way around. It was over 700-mile drive, me driving the U-Haul. It was a total of about 18 hours. And that's stopping and all the things. So, and then being here and moving in and back, it's just with my 9 cats. Yeah, it's been a lot. And Aurora, aka Dawn, came out here to help me with all of that. She was here for about 10 days. It went by super fast. And also, what's really interesting is, and welcome everybody, welcome. Please tell me how you're doing, who is here, how you're doing. Happy new moon. I'm so glad you guys can join me. We're going to take a little walk here in a few, but I'm actually catching my breath because I've been running around trying to figure out what the hell we're going to do for this today. But I'm glad you're all here. Let me see the chat. So we have Freddie and Leonessa, also known as Leticia. Who's that? Oh, Tara's here and Jeanette's here. Yay! Dawn can't be here because she's on a cruise ship going to the Caribbean or Bahamas, somewhere down there. So hello to our beautiful Aurora, aka Dawn. When you actually get to watch this replay, the chat won't stay up for some reason. Really frustrating. It's just like, will show me the chat and then goes away. So I have to literally hit on it for it to stay there. But anyway, well, I think, yep, there it goes away. Okay. But anyway, I will check in with the chat. But yeah, so like I said, my brain is not fully docked. Things were one way when Aurora was here. We were in go mode for, doing stuff. And then after a couple days, I shut it down because I didn't want her whole trip here to be about the move. We went to the movies, we did some shopping, and then we also went to Shasta last Friday. So it's been over a week since we went to Shasta. I can't believe it. And that was absolutely beautiful and magical and much needed, and very, very, very interesting. As we were driving up there, once we got to the mountain, my whole head was going wah, 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 wah with energy. And my lips and my tongue was tingling. And I asked her, she's like, yeah, I feel it. And it's just this really, really, really intense, energetic feeling. We had a beautiful time there. I will be doing an article, writing an article, and posting a shit ton of pictures and videos that I've taken, but there's literally been no time. I was guided to do this live, for the new moon, and then next week on Wednesday for the solstice. So definitely for that, we'll have there's Leonessa. Hi, love. Definitely for that, I'll, probably have a little bit of a different setup here. Hopefully my computer will be working. I don't really know exactly, but I'm going to be figuring it out. We're going to be figuring it out as time goes on, as I'm in this new space, because I do have my Starlink, which works really, really well. Really well. Like the speed on the Starlink is ridiculous. I have over 40 megabytes per second download speed, and over 15 upload speed, which is off the charts, really amazing. So plus it's mobile, so as long as I have power, I can have, and I have Skyview, I can have internet. So I'm going to be playing with that, because I can literally take it off my roof and put it in my car and literally take it anywhere. So there's a lot of places to go around here. I just have to figure out all the logistics for things, and I'm going to be doing more lives. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is, but the sunsets here are absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing. I put a couple of those pictures in the email that I sent out. And little every day it's a show, and there's so much of the property that is just beautiful for seeing the sunset right here. And from the meadow, I have a meadow right here on the other side, going this way, huge meadow. So it's just about connectivity and stuff like that. But I want to share as much of this energy through the technology as I possibly can, because it's absolutely amazing here. And what I was saying earlier, how it was one way when Aurora was here, and then it was another way when she left. It was like, what I mean by that is that energetically, it was like there was a hold on me doing a lot of the integrating with the house and the energy and the land. And there was a lot that happened on the way here. I'm not saying that none of it happened while she was here. It definitely did. But it just hit a new level after she left, and I really didn't. I was just too busy to really think of any of this stuff until I was experiencing it, and I was like, oh wow. Like the just how I'll tell you guys, when you're integrating, when you're downloading, when you're healing, after you cut cords, eclipses, full moons, new moons, big transits in your life, in your chart and whatever's going on astrologically. A good way to understand that you're integrating, that you're downloading, is that you get very heavy and tired. And it's like the power off button's been pushed, and you need to shut it down and go lay down whenever, and sleep whenever that happens. And that's what happened to me. Yes, I've been exhausted. I've been tired, because all of this is very tiring. Everybody's moved. We all know what that is, but I've never moved 700 miles away. I've never driven a U-Haul 20 something hours when I was already exhausted. And that's exhausting in itself. Driving a 26-foot U-Haul on my own, I've done, but so long and super and it's a different type of driving. It's a very different type of driving when you're driving a big truck. So all that was exhausting. Then the packing, the moving, the cats, the blah, blah, blah. You can just go on and on and on with what legitimately would make me tired, would make anybody tired. But my body was like breaking. It was so painful and so exhausted, um, and so intense. Um, on the way here, like it was like when I was leaving there and coming here, it was like this ripping that was taking place. It was really fucking intense, and I was in so much pain, and I was so sore from the moving and the packing and stuff. It was like literally an hour away from here, from home, that it hit me, that a lot of what I was feeling was releasement and integration happening at the same time. And while I was driving a truck 700 miles, exhausted already and sore already. So it was all multi-layered. It was unbelievable. And what was really truly interesting is once we got into this area called Red Bluff, it's the next biggest town, coming up to Manton. You have to go off in this other, like, I live out in the country, about 40 minutes into the country from any city. People in the city don't even, I say where I live, and people here don't know what I'm talking about. That's how out there it is. It's really cool. But once I got there, everything shifted. My body stopped hurting. I got all this energy. It was like, what just happened? Because an hour before, my body hurt so bad. I was struggling. I was exhausted. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do the unloading and unpacking? And I'm wrecked. I kept telling Aurora, I'm struggling. I am struggling. I'm not used to struggling so hard physically, and energetically, and even like I'm not used to like feeling this bad, and like I don't know, like it was really 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 intense. And then it was like the pimple popped, and you get that relief. You're like, oh God, I popped it. I feel so good. And it was like, oh my God, so different in my body. Like I said, the pain went away, the tightness went away. It was like this massive release and energy. And it only got better once I got here. A whole new level of energy came through me. And it stayed like that for like over a week, while, or about a week, while Aurora was here. And then again, like I said, once she left, it was like boom, another big download and integration, and all sorts of stuff started happening that didn't happen the week that she was here. I started getting visions and deja vu um, sequences that lasted quite a long time. Remember, like it was like I was remembering things I saw in visions or dreams from long ago, that at the time was like, I don't know where this place is, I don't know where this, none of this makes sense. But there were these sequences that started coming through that were just like, oh my God, like timelines converging, just really interesting, fascinating, mystical, spiritual shit, people. I don't know how else to put it, but it was more than I've ever experienced before. And it's barely just started. Another thing that happened that I want to share with you all that was really, really cool. And again, welcome everybody who's here. If you guys can hit that like button for me, I would love to see that. I'm going to check in on the chat. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Earlier, we were in the AD, not the live. Oh yeah, thank you guys. I couldn't get into that stream from my phone. It was really frustrating. So I figured you guys would all figure it out, hopefully. It is magical. It's like I haven't. Okay, let me put it this way. I knew that coming here was going to be a whole, like, basically having a baby. Like, this whole thing is going to completely change my life. It's going to just, it's hard to say exactly everything, right? That comes from that. And so I was fully aware of that. Getting closer to Shasta, obviously another big thing. And when I found this place, in case if there's some of you that don't know this, maybe you do, but when I saw this ad, I got very heated, very hot, very excited. And literally there was no pictures of the house. Or there was a couple pictures of the house. I'm trying to remember. There was mostly pictures of the outside. And I was just like, oh my gosh, there was like far away pictures. I don't know. It was just whatever. I got very excited. I didn't really know where it was. I knew it was up north. But I didn't zero in on it. I don't even think it said, maybe it did. Anyhow, I saw it later in the evening. The next morning, first thing I did, I didn't pee. I didn't get a drink. I didn't do anything. I got up and called the number immediately. And I started talking to this woman who's now my landlord. Her name is Terry, for about an hour and a half. And she just got me so excited, and it got me to the point I was telling her, I said, I'm sweating, I'm excited. Because she kept saying more and more and more things about the house and the area and all the stuff, all the cool things that are here. We have 2 volcanoes. We have Mount Lassen and Shasta, both active volcanoes. There's the volcano caves, there's hot springs, there's the wild horse sanctuary 20 minutes from my house. There's did I say hot springs? There's Shasta. There's so many things. Not to mention just on the property how awesome the property is. So I was extremely excited, and this was a place. This was the kind of thing that I've been thinking about and wanting and searching for at least, well, legitimately about a year, but I've been looking to move for longer. 3 years ago, I never could have had this place. I never could have lived here, even if I found it. I couldn't have afforded it, that's for sure. And so I didn't move. I stayed where I was, and I was bound and determined. And then, things opened up for me, and things shifted in a really big way, as far as my finances, my work, how I work with people, all of those things. And still I didn't find anything. But my dream blossomed and got bigger as far as what I really, really, truly needed. What I truly need in my life to maximize my potential personally, and that was space, and not being oh my god, that breeze feels so good. Not being in friction with other people's energy, or being having that static, being distracted by whatever in my environment. Because there was, even though I was in the mountains, and there was very, very much less people where I live than in the big flatland city that I came, or Southern California. California is, I think it's the 3rd largest economy in the world. And Southern California is the most populated, and that's where I lived most of my life. And then I moved up to the mountains about 6 years ago, but still, where I lived in the heart of the little town that I lived in, and where the actual community I lived in, there's people everywhere, like 10 feet this way, 10 feet that way, 15 feet this way, and just a lot of activity, and in the heart of the town. So while it was a major improvement for me from where I came, it was still, after a while, especially as I grew more sensitive to understand and just everything around me, that became definitely a thing. And this is why some of you will know I rented the space next to me last year so I could have more space. That didn't last very long because of circumstances with a certain neighbor that moved in, that really was the catalyst for again igniting this. I need to get out of here and I need to find something. And I was just determined. So anyway, when I talked to Terry on the phone, I got really activated, very hot, very hot and bothered. I was sweating. My whole body was just, I had never felt that before. And she was pretty much sold on me too. At one point, a few days later, she said she wasn't going to show it to anybody else until I came, because she was pretty sure that I was the right person for it. And I was 99.999% sure that this was going to be my next home, but I needed to come here, obviously. So, and then once I came here, it was, I mean, a done deal within 2 seconds, pretty much. But anyhow, so there's been these like activations from the very, very beginning, and it's just been more and different at different times since I've been here. Like I said, after Aurora left, I would get this like around 2-3 o'clock. This major just would come over, and I could not. I just had to lay down and sleep for like 3-4 hours, and then I would wake up around 8, and then be like, okay, like feel like I did like I just was, like it felt more like I was asleep for 12 hours. I was gonzo. I was bye-bye. I was elsewhere, big time, heavy sleep. And that lasted every single day. And until there was somebody here, and then I couldn't do that, and I really felt it, and very energetically sensitive as well. But I want to tell you what happened when I went to Shasta. Aside from, we went to this amazing place called Fairy Falls, and just hung out there. It was absolutely beautiful. But we went to a crystal shop, and I saw this crystal, and it just within a few minutes of walking in there, I saw it. I was like, wow, that is really, really cool. And then just there's so much to see in this little shop. I mean, just amazing crystals, amazing. And not cheap either. not cheap at all. And then I just kept going back to this crystal and looking at this crystal until finally I got the man who owned the place to go over there and open it up and hand me the crystal. And I held the crystal for like 15 seconds, and all of a sudden I started getting so hot, so hot, and like internally hot. And then the fan felt like it was a heater. And I was like, I had to take off my jacket. I was like, what is happening? It was just so hot. And I had this major activation with this crystal there at Mount Shasta in this crystal shop. And this man, not sure exactly what he calls himself, but he's definitely connected with the crystals, and he works with people with activations and stuff. And just standing right there after he bubble wrapped this crystal, I was just like, I kept like, he was like, yeah, he's like, you're getting a major download and integration right now. And he just started tapping in. He's like, oh, you're at a major paradigm shift. There's so much coming in with you. More of your higher self is coming through. You're going to be experienced. Like, he just like was saying all this stuff. And he's like, here, hold it next to your heart. So wrapped in bubble, the crystal, I had it in my heart, and it was just like opening up my heart and activating my wings. And he started tapping in. He's like, "Oh wow, there's things out with me." It was really funny, and I was just blissed out and euphoric. It was unbelievable. And since having it, there's just times I'll just be guided to it and just like go and hold it and look at it. And like, most of my crystals are still packed away. um so I mean, there's a few that are out, but this one is definitely was meant for me at this time. It was really cool. So anyway, I wanted to share all these things with you because maybe in your own life at some point in the future you'll experience things like these. And I want you to, think like, oh, it's normal for me to have these, like, like I was going okay. I didn't need naps for the first several days, and all of a sudden I'm exhausted and I need to sleep, and I'm, getting hot, I'm getting tingly, I'm getting activated, I'm feeling, a lot of pain in my body. And then all of a sudden it's gone. And you line these up with the things that are going on with your life. And not only that, when I moved, it was the full moon in Sagittarius, and my sun sign is Sagittarius. It was just like it was so much going on. Oh my god. And here we are, so quickly, a couple weeks later, it's the new moon. We have the solstice coming up, and I love this new moon. So let's get into it, people. Let's get into this new moon. Or should we first go for a little walk? You guys want to go for a little walk first? Let me see here. Everybody's here. So good to see you. Well, it sounds magical. Yes, very intense, very magical. But let's go for a walk, you guys. Let's see. We are gonna go. Is that all we'll get to see? Oh, where are my shoes? Hold on, guys. I need my. Hey, look at my garage while I get my shoes. Cannot walk where we're going without shoes. And I'm also gonna grab my hat. We'll go for a little walk out to the pond. God, just talking about all this stuff is making my pineal gland drippy, making me sneeze, of course. Holy shit. Actually, bear with me 1 second. Wow. Okay. Just talking about all of this stuff is making me hot, is making my third eye go off. Oh my goodness. This is also an intense, very intense. Hello, everybody. Okay, so this is my yard. I guess you just see. Thank you. Thank you for the blesses. Can you tell me if you just see this a square here, or if you actually see like the long ways? Let's go for a walk. Very cool. Because what I'm seeing in my preview is just a square. So I don't know if it's just because it's like blacked out. It's really weird. So just let me know if you see more of like a rectangle or a square with the camera, because it's like new to me. But anyway, this is my fenced in yard right here. I'll try not to move things too fast. I was replanting. See, that's one of the plants that broke. There's baby. Baby, you want to take a walk? So this is looking bad. Here, look. I'm gonna take you out here. Look at all these. There's so many of them. I've never seen these before. These yellow flowers, but that's looking back at the house. Oh, it's just getting breezy. There's the pond. All of that is my space as well. Off to the right there is the meadow. We can maybe go see. And here's the thing: is I can't see my bars here. It's hard to see, so I don't want to take this too far and lose you guys. It's up there on the roof. I think you could see it there. And to the right is my Starlink. Okay, but I do want to take you here. And these cute little white flowers, they open up in the morning and they stay open till about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then they disappear. They close up. You can't see them at all. And look at my pond. And there's my tub, you guys. I brought my tub with me. I brought my water heater with me as well. And it's going to be set up somewhere over there. Hopefully not too long from now. What's that? What's that? You guys hear that? At night, it is a oh, there's a dragonfly. There's so many dragonflies, and all they do is run around and chase each other and play. They're so cool, but the creek goes all the way around the back of the house, and then it comes veers off in a couple directions, and then it comes here, and it's been low for almost 2 weeks or a week and a half because it got clogged, and it was this miscommunication as to what to do about it or whatever. Anyway, I got it figured out, and I don't know if you guys can see these dragonflies. Hi! When I come over here, they all start like coming close to me and playing. It is so much fun. They're so much fun. They're so flirty. There's a ton of red ones, which is really, really rare, actually. There's these blue and white ones that I've never seen before. And if I wanted to go in this pond and go swimming, it's a little dirty right now. I would definitely clean it. But the water is so cold, you guys. So cold. And there's the vineyard. One of the areas of the vineyard. Oh, and there's a bunch of hawks out there. Can you guys see that? Well, they're either hawks or turkey vultures. They look kind of similar. There's baby coming. Hi, baby. They look really similar from far away, the hawks and the turkey vultures. But they're up in the sky. One or both of them there. You can see that pretty there. They came closer. Oh, look. I really can't. I think it's a hawk. I don't see the red. The turkey vultures have like a red on their head. So that looks like a hawk. And unfortunately, because it's so bright, I cannot see the chat. Let me see if I can get in here and see the chat. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys? Nope, you're there. Why isn't the chat coming on? Oh, there we go. Okay, I just see yes walk. I love dragonflies with their little faces. I know. Me too. I'm waiting for that. Oh, you see a square. Okay, cool. Because that's all I see. Oh, did you see that dragonfly? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. If I sit still, they'll come really, really close to me. So I want you guys to experience this. Oh God, wouldn't that be the greatest if I fell in the pond with you guys? Let's not. How about we not do that? Hi, birdies. I'm really stoked that there's stellar jays here, just like I had in Crestline. See, oh my God. And those are the damselflies. You see them? They're like dragonflies, but they're smaller and they stay really close to the water. You see those ones? They're so pretty. I think that's what they're called. But yeah, you see, they're very playful. These dragonflies get super excited when, oh, these are very sticky. Oh my gosh. Those are gonna have to be cut back. Oh, and I didn't bring something to sit on. Son of a. I'm gonna be over just because it gets hot, not because I'm a princess. It gets hot. I'm not gonna sit on the concrete. Okay, so I'm gonna sit right here. Ow, Pokey's in my. Oh, look at it's Gypsy. Hi, Gypsy. Hi, Gypsy. And you guys want to know what else? All of my cats, Gypsy, except for 2 cats, Gypsy, Pretty Boy, Blackie, Gilbert, Princess, Little Bear. All of them had serious skin issues for months that I had the hardest time healing, which is not the usual state of situation for me with my animals. And all I've been told for months is, as soon as, once you move, it'll all be better. Once you move, hi, you see that? See how close they get? Once you move, it'll all be better. And I shit you not, you guys, on the drive here, they were getting better. And Aurora and I were like, because I was like, oh God, they're going to be in their cages that, I got them all new soft carriers and stuff. And I thought, oh, they're going to be stressing. They're going to be licking because they've been like obsessively licking themselves and then causing all these wounds. And I was just, just hoping that they would be okay. All of the cats were in their carriers for over 24 hours. That's just the way it had to be for me to pack up the house. I had to put them in carriers. There was nowhere else for them to go. So it was very intense, and what ended up happening was they all started getting better about 3 hours away from Crestline, and I checked up on them, and they were all better. And now, I mean, it's amazing. They're all so happy. They don't even understand the space that they have here. They're all, see, that is one of the hugest dragonflies I've ever seen in my life. He's humongous, and he's blue, and there's the blue. You see the blue and the white wings? Never seen one like that before. But anyway, the longer I sit here, they like put on a show, and they get really, really close to me, like up in my face close. And I keep telling them I want them to sit. I want them to come and like sit on something like this. They can come and sit with me. They'll come and sit like on the ground. But so they're getting closer to me. I used to be friends with dragonflies at the place that I lived before Crestline. So anyway, this is a major awesome. Look at this space. And just as far as you can see that way and further is also my space as well. Pretty Boy and I have taken he has gone the furthest of any cat, all the way as far as you can go. He's walked with me. He's actually been the leader. So that's been really cool. Yeah, so this, and you see the sky with all the clouds here. This is going to be a beautiful sunset tonight. I can already tell. Like the most boring sunsets have just been no clouds and still absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to be doing these shows, maybe not every day, but very often and soon. And they're going to be Sunsets with Infinity, where I'm going to set up, and you guys can maybe we'll do an oracle, a little meditation, and experience a sunset together. I told Aurora that, and she got super stoked. She's like, yes, that sounds awesome. So I'm not sure exactly when I'm doing that. Let me see the chat here if I can. Wow, so awesome. Oh my gosh, this is so challenging. Not only is it hard to read because it's so bright. Flirty dragonflies, yeah. Very much so. They're very flirty, they're very playful, and they never fight with each other. This is like a group, a Hi, gorgeous. I hope you can see that well because they're starting to get really close to me. They really like it when I come and I sit. Um, so I've been making friends with them. And there's that one really see. So cool. See, aren't they so fun? And then if I don't know if you guys can see all the little ones that are on the water. There's just so many of them. So many of them. I wish I could. Oh, I can. Oh, it didn't let me do that earlier. Okay. I'm gonna keep it still. Look at they're all like right there. They're getting at something right there. Hopefully I'm doing that. See, I can't even see what I'm oh, there we go. I can see. See them? All the little baby ones? They're a different type of dragonfly. But then we got the big ones that fly by. Um, yes, sunset, she says. Yeah, but that's gonna be my sunsets are gonna be like my 7, 8 o'clock at night. So I don't know what time is that for you, Leonessa? Hi. What is my 7 or 8 o'clock at night? Oops, let me back up here. There we go. I think that's pretty. You you see them? Yay! Um, yeah, they get. Oh, yeah, I want them to get so comfortable with me that they'll even sit on me. That's my goal. I think that's what I'm gonna. I mean, I'm living in my heaven right now. I'm living exactly what I've been working on manifesting for so long. I come out here, you guys, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I live here. I can't believe that this is where I get to wake up every day. I wake up to the sound of birds and nothing else. No people, no traffic, no nothing ever. Um yeah, I mean, I just want to connect more with this space and these dragonflies are such a big part of it. Such a big part of it for me. Um and they're so much fun. So I want to one of my intentions for this new moon is to really make friends with them, get them to come and sit with me. Maybe not on me yet. Oh, see, there's one now. Where am I? Am I seeing it? It's hard to see where I'm pointing. There we go. I don't know if you guys can. There we go. I really hope I got the camera on what I hope I have the camera on. This is like so hard to see, but yeah, so they'll come and they'll sit that far away from me, but not quite right next to me. I have like in my old house, they would sit on the reeds of the pond and just like hang out there with me. So that's what I'm hoping these would do. These ones will do too. Um, I think I can take you guys to the edge here. Um, oh my gosh, I brought oracle cards with me. So we'll do an oracle reading here. I'm going to take you out here. So you can see the vineyard, or at least part of it, because this is just one of the sections of the vineyard. There's 3 big sections. And I don't have to do anything with it because I tell people I live on a vineyard. They're like, oh my God, it's so much work. I'm like, no. I don't have to do anything with the vineyard unless I want to. I am free to take grapes and make grape juice. I don't drink alcohol, obviously. Um, but the energy that comes from these amazing vines is really awesome. Um, what, kitty? I'm right here, baby. I'm right here. Pretty boy is a beast. He's like, he was going off before I was. But anyway, aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? Oh, butterfly. So many butterflies, so many moths, so many birds, so many ants. Oh my God, the ant situation, you guys. I don't kill anything. I make habitats, but these ants are aggressive. A couple of the cats puked last night and those ants were all over it. Like, oh my God. Oh, look at this. I have video and pictures of another one. Have you ever seen a dandelion poofy thing that big before? Look at how big that thing is. It's massive. It's like, watch. That's the size of my hand. Look at how big it is. Isn't that incredible? Oh, it's getting ready to all poof away. Like they're usually like that size. But I found a couple of these around here, and that's another thing with this area. Lovelies is that things grow big. My plants that have been here for 2 weeks have like doubled in size. Like the energy here is bonkers, off the charts. I'm right here, babe. There she is. There's baby. It's okay, baby. If she gets mad, she can't be near me. Or she thinks she can't be near me. So this here is just absolutely this whole sky from the meadow over there behind the garage. Huge open meadow. That is, we've identified it as the meadow that we connect to, the open meadow with the trees all around. We Aurora and I were standing in there, and it was sunset, and I think I have it on video, and I'm like, and I heard it in my head. In a meadow with trees all around. And I went, huh, in a meadow with trees all around. And then she goes, yeah. And we looked at each other. She goes, oh my God, this is the meadow. And right then we realized that that is the meadow that we come to in a lot of our astrals. And just a land that I have. This is a land that I have definitely been on in previous lifetimes. Obviously, it didn't look like this, however it looked, but it was very, very intense. Very intense. So anyway, so there we are. This is where really what I wanted to show all you beautifuls. Here's my tub. And let's see what's going on in there. Oh, bummer. I didn't have time to clean it out. I was gonna sit in that. Hi, there's pretty boy. Hi. No, we're not taking a long walk right now. No, we're not. Want to say hi to everybody? Say hi to everybody. I was just talking about you. Yes, I was. There's my pretty boy. Yeah. His skin was all messed up right there and on the back of his leg. Totally better now. It's been a battle to try to get that better, but all the cats are better. But anyway, okay, you guys. So, oh, there's baby. Look at baby. So what? No, we're not taking a big walk right now. We're not. I want to. Oh, I did bring my here. You guys don't need to look at me, right? Okay, let's see here. I know my tub. Yeah, it's humongous. So now I can read you guys. I keep seeing the big red dragonfly. Yes, there's a lot of big red dragonflies. It's probably a salicipy, a root vegetable. Oh, come on. Why does the chat just disappear? Oh, I'm going to do this so you guys can see. Okay, let's see. Kind of like a cross between a carrot and a parsnip. Okay. Pretty kitty, thank you. Okay, so yeah, you don't need to see me. So I'm going to set this up so you guys can see the view, because that's I also can't see your chat right now, but that's okay. Type it in there and I'll check. I'll look in a little bit. But for now, I brought oracle cards. I brought I think you can see that, the Mystical Journey Oracle. My newest oracle deck I was guided to a couple months ago. No, I'm not going for a walk right now. You stay close, kitty cat. Wants to go for a walk. Or I can go back over by it's starting to get hot over there. I think this is a good spot. Hopefully you guys like this spot. You can't see the pond of the dragonflies, but I really don't have any place to sit and put I'm gonna rig stuff up though, you guys. I'm gonna make it so we can be out there. I'm gonna figure it out. Because this is where, if I can be, this is where I want to be. In my lives, one way or another. I mean, yeah. Why not? I just need to figure it all out. And I've just really had no time for it, basically. That's just the way it's been. So anyway, we're gonna get an oracle card here for the new moon. And I'm right here. Come here. Come, baby. And a little about this new moon. And I put on in the graphic energy balance. This is a Gemini new moon. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me okay? I want to make sure because I put the phone down. Can you tell me if you can hear me okay? Nice picture, like a photograph. Okay, cool. It's an awesome deck. Please tell me that you can hear me okay because I put the phone down and like the mic is literally in the ground. So I'm hoping you hear me fine. Okay, great. Great. Decided to pick this up in 20 minutes and have you guys go, we couldn't hear a word you said. That would suck. That would totally suck. Ow. Oh, I'm on a sticky. Holy shit. So the energy of this new moon is energy balance, and this is Gemini, and Gemini is the twins. So there is, and if you have not listened to Nina's or watched Nina's video for Moon Omens, I highly suggest that you do. I love her so much. I love the way that she brings in teaching about energy. She talks a lot about energy, about the body, in this video. So hopefully you guys have seen that. If you guys haven't, it's the Moon Omens channel. It's Nina. She does all the full moon and the new moon videos, and I think she's amazing. So please check that out. I don't endorse a lot of people, as you know. I don't even know a lot of people. There's not many people I'm guided to know about. So, and she's one of them. So anyway, I would watch that, but it's all about um balance, balancing in these energies for this new moon. And then we have the solstice in Cancer a couple days later. Here on Wednesday we're gonna have another live for that one, but these two are so close together in the energies that they're bringing in. As far as time periods go, we have this Saturday Sunday new moon, and then we have the solstice on the 21st. The solstice, it's going to be the longest day of the year, most sunlight. It's bringing in summertime officially, so we're changing seasons, and a whole new set of timelines and all sorts of stuff comes in with that. Summer is a really it's when things really start to kickstart for the rest of the year. As we know, with stargates and timelines, things just get more and more and ramp up as the year goes on. And this year started off with a kick, didn't it? And everything that we've done. And for those of you in the Soul Quest program, 2 months of of this beginning of the year was dedicated to that. And then the third month that you're in now to review that, maybe 4 months of the beginning of this year is dedicated to that for those of you in the Soul Quest program. So this year really bringing in a lot of deep awareness of ourselves, higher developed consciousness. We're more connected to our bodies. And this new moon in Gemini is about balancing out the energy. So if you think about the twins, you think about Gemini, think about balance, think about everything that we have within us that needs to be balanced, the light, the dark, the feminine, the masculine, the hot, the cold, the logical, the creative. Just we could go on and on with that. But when we're thinking about this new moon and moving into the second half of the year and going into summer, longer, long days and hotter weather and more outside, hopefully for everybody to really connect with Gaia. If you're connected with me, you're going to be connected with Gaia in a way that we've never been before, because look at where I'm at. And uh and it's something to really think about within yourself. Seeking balance. Balance and flow are the two things that you can really gauge your wellness on, and your health on, and your spiritual connections on, is your balance and your flow. If you're out of balance, then you're not in flow, and then everything is off in one way or another. Some things more than others. So really to think about, um, hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm not sure what kind of buggy that is, but it's right above me. And then there's another one across the pond. um, so to really think about the balance of your life, and in all aspects, and the balance of energy in the different aspects of your life. Feel um, maybe rushed or resistant or avoidant or um, excited, inspired, motivated about. Just look at these different aspects of yourself when it comes to this time period and the new moon. Man, that thing's loud. It's literally right above me. I can't see it. It's so loud. Um, and if anything, just if all that you do is just really tap in with yourself, your body, just tap in with your different bodies, um, the spiritual body, the mental body, the emotional body, the physical body, the energetic body, the abundance body is the health of all of those bodies. The culmination of all those bodies. The abundance body is your magical body. It's your ability to manifest, to connect to the highest possible vibrations, to Gaia's abundance matrix, and all of that good stuff. When you do the Soul Quest program, we get really into that one. A body that most people don't even connect to at all, or don't even know about at all, because they're not balanced and connected with the other bodies enough to even have that activated. So, in any event, when you think about your bodies, think about your connectivity with yourself, and just wanting more balance. And that's a real easy, no brainer cheat code for um for intentions, for across the board of being healthier with yourself. If you declare that you want more balance in your life, within yourself, within your perceptions, within your thought processes, within your emotions, within your physical body. You want more balance. You just think about what that means. When you're balanced, then you're not upset, you're not anxious, you're not stressed, you're peaceful, you're creative, you're in joy and in peace and in harmony. So this new moon is about declaring that, declaring for yourself that you want more balance in your life, that everything that comes with that within you is going to reflect in the outer world. That remember that you are creating your experiences. One of the things that Nina talked about that I talk about a lot is controlling your station, your dial, and what you're thinking, what you're paying attention to. And I loved it that she said it, because I've never heard anybody else say what I've said a million times is, if you're not in control of your thoughts, then who is? Then what is? So if you find yourself in a state of being uncontrolled anxiety or stress or anything like that, or any type of feeling of being out of control, addictions, foods, whatever it is, uh, then you have to ask yourself, if I'm not in control, then who is? Then what is? What's going on here? And I guarantee you, ask those questions, you will get answers. You just have to be prepared to accept the answers and then do what it takes to rectify the situation. I'm gonna check in here on the chat real quick. Yes, what does that say? Could you guys hear the rooster? There is a rooster in the neighborhood. He is quite loud. Ah, Leticia, sorry, Leonessa said yes. Awesome forecast from Nina. Yeah, it was great. Um, yes, it sounds like you would turn on a rooster. I'm not sure. Oh, that. Yeah, there's actually a rooster too. I think he's too far away for you guys to hear him, but he's very excited today. He's been talking a lot. Um, so anyway, that is something I just thought was really awesome to hear Nina talk about, because I've talked about it a lot and haven't heard other people really talk like that, when it comes to ourselves and our control and not having control and really taking responsibility for ourselves. Like I loved all the stuff she talked about. So again, I really suggest that you take a look at that. But when it comes to, just to piggyback on what she said, whether you watched it or not, she talked about being responsible and really, seeing yourself. And one of the things that came through for me, some I can't remember even how, was about um acceptance, and accepting who we are is so important. And it's a little different than loving yourself. A little bit. It's a little bit different. I'll give you guys a different look here. There we go. Really, you're up on. It's so hard to see what you guys see, but hopefully that's good. So acceptance is something as well, because if you accept yourself, that means you're not hiding from yourself. You see your whole self, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You see your shortcomings. You see the things that you don't maybe like so much about yourself, the way that you are, the way that you think, the way that you've, maybe get triggered, whatever it is. None of us are perfect. None of us like 100% about the way that we are. We strive to accept ourselves, to change what needs to be changed, to let go, to heal, to release, and through that we evolve. And as we evolve, we become more whole, more centered, more connected to our souls, so we can fully love and embrace ourselves. But until then, we may have things about ourselves that we don't really like, or we want to change, we don't fully accept, we don't acknowledge. And if we don't accept and acknowledge, then we can never change and evolve.
So acceptance is extremely important when it comes to the self and our development. We need to accept ourselves as we are. So, and there's so many different ways that we can be, with other people, with ourselves in different circumstances, that isn't optimal, that isn't the best for us, that we do, um, uh, put ourselves in positions where we are having to deal with certain themes and archetypes, to see ourselves, and to really accept what who it is that we are and why and what that's all about. So acceptance is massive, is humongous, to really see yourself and accept yourself and just decide. And this new moon is a really great energy for that, because it's the twins, it's the mirror, it's you looking at yourself. Look, one side, you're this three-dimensional, multifaceted human being with so many layers, and you look at yourself in the mirror. And we can make that real simple, or we can make that real complicated. But the bottom line is to fully see and accept yourself and love yourself, even the things that you want to change about yourself, because again, acceptance means acknowledgement. So I see myself, I acknowledge myself, I accept myself. I love all the parts about myself as much as I possibly can, but I know that those parts need to be changed too. And maybe I don't even know all the parts that need to be changed, because I'm still on the surface and I need to go deeper. But I accept all the parts and I want to see all the parts. I want to acknowledge all the parts. I want to explore all the parts. I want to bring all the parts into balance. And just through that declaration, just through that acknowledgement and saying accept, self acceptance is humongous. And that came through last night when I was thinking about this new moon and the energies and everything about it. That's what came through. Really, really big is this need to accept where you are, who you are, how you are, when you are, and all the things about yourself now, so you can move forward. So for those of you in the Soul Quest program and you're going through your review time through all your maps, don't resist what you've written, don't hide from what you haven't written down yet. Accept all of it as it is, accept yourself, and you'll get more and more out of it, and as you move forward. Okay, so please put in the comments if you have any questions, or comments or whatever about that, this whole acceptance thing. If I'm explaining that, if you guys get that fully, if you have any questions about that or how to do that or what I'm talking about, hopefully I've explained it. Like I said, my brain is not fully docked. um I'm probably working on like 60% brain these days, which is an improvement, um from what it has been. So I know that I'm not as uh you know my vocabulary and everything is just not as in flow as it can be, because I'm also just like reformatting. A lot of reformatting is happening with me. So yeah, so let me know. Okay, so now we're gonna get a card. Love loves. I don't want to make sure this thing isn't showing me any kind of battery business. So um let's have you or switchy over there a little bit. I think we're okay on battery. These guys just want to pop up. Hold on. Stop. God. Stop popping. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we get from our mystical journey oracle about this wonderful new moon in Gemini, bringing in balance, bringing in acceptance, bringing in and re-energizing and energizing balance in our lives. So we're going to get the energy for balance in our lives, which is amazing. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna put this up so I can see what you see. This is uh-oh, I don't want to focus. Universal Mother. We have not gotten this card before. It doesn't want to focus. There we go. Look at how pretty. Let me put it in the sun. Maybe that's better. Universal Mother. Oh my goodness. Absolutely beautiful. I don't think I've seen this card before. I took pictures of all the cards, but I don't remember this card. It's been a while, and I definitely have not pulled it in a reading for anything yet. So isn't that absolutely beautiful? Universal Mother. So what's up, meow? Come here. You're okay. Come here, Bubba. You're being very dramatic. Okay. Card number 18, which is also a 9. One of my children are being very dramatic. Baby, come here. All right, hold on a second. Whoops. Where are you? Where are you? Baby. Baby. Where are you? I don't even know where she's at. She was sitting right here. Okay. Universal Mother. All right, loves. I hope you have a good view. Let me move it a little bit. No, the universe is the divine energy that runs through and on planet Earth. It does not matter whether you are playful, and warm energy, which makes you feel safe, cherished, and connected. The Universal Mother brings balance to a world that has been tilted to favor the male dominated energies of power, control, and profit. While you do need to appreciate masculine qualities such as confidence and independence, the new world requires a more feminine focus. Overlooked qualities once thought to be negative and weak, such as tenderness, understanding, and sensitivity, are becoming increasingly important. The Universal Mother teaches you to trust your intuition and shows you how to be kinder to and less judgmental of others. The Universal Mother card is a reminder that your loving energy helps the people in your life feel treasured and valued. It is an affirmation that your sweet nature is much appreciated, even though it might not feel like it at times. Your presence encourages people to feel happy and lighthearted and ensures they don't take life too seriously. By accepting and expressing your softer, more feminine side, you bring compassion, empathy, and sweetness to a world that sorely needs it. And action. If you have been feeling unloved or unappreciated, ask the Universal Mother to give you support and encouragement. Feel her gentle power refresh your spirits. Repeat this affirmation: I am safe, I am cherished, I am loved. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. So here we go. Hi, everybody. I'm going to turn this around for a second. Hey! Me and my tub. Yeah. So Universal Mother. Oh, where'd she go? Here she is, Universal Mother. Um, and all that cosmic energy coming through. So really thinking about tapping in with not only Gaia, but with the mother side of the mother, father, God, um, for us, our creator. And um, that's also something Nina talked about. When you talk, when you speak, when you share information, when you express, what is it that you're doing? What is it that your energy is focused on? How are you? What is the message that you're giving and sending? And to really think about the your intention, your vibration. Are you sharing information or news or anything that's negative, or that's gonna make people feel sad or bad? Is it things that people really need to know, like you heard somebody had an accident or somebody got sick or there's this bad thing going on in the world or whatever the case may be? Is it necessary to talk about that, to share that? Maybe it is in some aspects, maybe it is in some situations. But there's a lot of time and a lot of energy spent on um, focusing on negative aspects of our own lives and life in general. And life and how we perceive it and how we talk about it and what we do with it and how we spend our time and our energy, what we focus on and what we get other people to focus on and to pay attention to is all part of the matrix of the energy that we are comprised of, that we are a part of, that we are putting out, and that we're magnetizing back to us. So we need to be conscious of exactly how it is we're doing that and what we're doing, and to choose to change the dial, change the station, change the frequency of how we're emanating, and really tap in with the glorious energies of Gaia, of creation, of Mother, Father, God. I j- I feel that there's a little bit in this message that is off because it talks about more feminine than masculine, but that's another overcorrection. So for me, and what always comes through is there's the equal balance is needed. We had the matriarchy, then we had the patriarchy. We don't need another matriarchy. We don't need more too much of anything. We need balance. So we don't need to choose this side or that side. We need to be in the middle of it. And we tap into the feminine aspects. We can tap into um uh more of the mother aspect. If anything, the mother aspect is creating, giving life. Think about a pregnant woman, the gestation that's happening, the creation that's happening, and her vessel is holding that. And but that she didn't get to that position by herself. There was the masculine that charged the egg that created the life. And to deny one side or just say we need to pay more attention to this side than that side just doesn't make any sense either. So for this message, for this oracle reading, I'd like you to kind of scrub that part out that talks about we need to lean more into the feminine. While it's true, we do need to lean into the feminine, and we have as a collective. Men are more sensitive now than ever. They're talking about their feelings, they're crying openly, they're talking about betterment and wellness and feeling good and their mental health and being emotional and loving, and it's shifting big time, big time. As far as when we see like real, like, masculine aspects, men um being soft and vulnerable and intimate in ways that are very different and than how it used to be. That's part of the shift and everything that's already happened. Now the dragonflies are over here. Oh my god. No. Yep. There's big blue one right here. I don't think you guys can see it though. Oh yeah, no, they're coming over here. um, but anyway, so again, I love this card. I do. It is about the universal mother, obviously. So it's that mother aspect, the feminine aspect. But let's just try to keep our center with both aspects. You know, tap into the divine feminine. I think tapping into the divine feminine for a lot of us is easier than tapping into the divine masculine. But we can tap into the divine masculine through the divine feminine, and it's a cheat code. It's a really easy way to get there too. You tap into the divine feminine, um, and boom, there's the divine masculine right there. They're inextricably connected, always intertwined. You cannot separate them. So it's an illusion to think that we can separate the mother god from father god, the divine feminine from the divine masculine. There is no separation. That's a human condition. That's a human programming. It's a human way of seeing shit or not seeing shit. But it's always there, the feminine and the masculine in everything. And if you did the Soul Quest program, you know that because we heard from them and they told us about this in the energetic body map and in their in the spirit walk. That came up quite a lot. So every circle has two sides, is what I'm hearing now, you know. This side of the circle, that side of the circle, and everything is a circle in creation. It really is. Everything is a circle. The universal, or the symbol, the true symbol for eternity, for infinity, um, for all of that is not the infinity symbol. It's the circle. It's that's why that's the ring is the symbol of the ring of for a ceremony for marriage is a circle. It's eternal. It's always there's feminine and masculine. There's no this side or that side. It's all one side. It's all one thing. So that's something to really think about and to tap into as you think about this new moon and the twins. The twins are supposed to be feminine and masculine. That's but we'll see. But we can see them both as two male or two female too, depending on where our heads at, where our perspectives at. So anyway, let's see if there's any comments here. Let me actually flip this around. Let me see. Da, da, da. Awesome tub. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I had it hooked up at my old place. It's my favorite thing, my outdoor tub. That's okay, but that's actually what she said. That's so awesome that now something new is needed. Yes, exactly. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I get you meant the card. That's okay. Yeah, so that's what yes, I meant the card. Because the card is the universal mother and oh, let me go back here. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed a lot. Sorry, guys. Let me go back here. And there we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, so yes, it sounds like you would turn. Okay, I saw that. Saw that. Ah, okay. I'm just catching up here. Yeah, so the balance, the love. Okay, so let me just go back here to some of your comments. Um, yeah, there's a real difference there because we can, to love that's this like I don't know. There's just some statements, some things, some messages that, are just they're just there. Like, love yourself. You need to love yourself. Okay, that's true, obviously. But a lot of us we don't even understand ourselves. We're figuring out who we are. We don't even understand ourselves. We're still figuring ourselves out. We're still acknowledging certain aspects of it. We don't get it, like so many people are still trying to figure out life and who they are and what they are and all of that. So it's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. You're like, "Oh, I just love myself." It's like, "Well, do you even know yourself?" And especially as this awakened person, this evolving human, how much do you know yourself to love yourself? Like, to me, that's just kind of like empty words. It's like bubble gum. I call it bubble gum because bubble gum will make your mouth chew something that will never give you nourishment. And we can have a lot of ideas or thoughts about things and just go, "Oh, okay," but really if we dissect it, if we get into the the definitions of things and really pull it apart, it's like, what does that actually mean? So then it was, let's back it up from I love myself or to love myself and just say, I want to accept myself fully. And by accepting yourself, you're saying, I want to see all the parts. So if I can see all the parts, then I can love all the parts. But you can very easily go, oh, yeah, I love that person. You don't even fucking know that person. You've seen them a few times, you've hung out with them. Oh, I love that person. It's like, okay, what do you love about that person? Or people could be like, oh my God, I'm so in love with you. You're so awesome. Well, what do you even like know about me? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, let's just back it up. Let's slow it down and let's bring it to the first. And that is to accept, to know yourself, to accept yourself is so important because then you can see yourself fully as you are without any denials, without trying to make excuses. It's just acceptance. And an easy way to do that is to go back and do a life review. Think about the things that you're, ashamed of, that you're upset about, the way that you've been or acted or did or whatever that maybe you didn't like, maybe you feel bad about, like whatever those things are. Where does that stem from? And then decide you're going to accept whatever that's all connected to, because that's how you're going to heal it. You can just say, okay, well, I forgive myself for everything, I'm all good. But do you even know what that is kind of is really what it's getting down to. It's really getting deep. It's really what it's about. It's really kind of deciding, not only do I want to be spiritual, not only do I want to be connected, not only do I want to be healthy and healed and all of those wonderful things. I want to I really want to go deep with all of this. I really need to understand myself on every level so I can maximize myself. I talked about this before, and this maximizing of self. And that was something that came through at the beginning of the year. I'm trying to put my oracle cards back in here so we can continue on our walk. Um, not staying in one place way too long, people. Hold on a second. Let me get my shoes on. Let's pick it up. Okay. So, um, this whole. Oh, were you drinking water? You're such a good boy. Oh, you can see here the baby tadpoles and stuff. You see them moving? We're gonna get minnows too, because I guess minnows helps keep the mosquitoes. I guess they eat mosquitoes, and there's definitely mosquitoes. It's not as bad as it could be, but I've got some epic bites. They even cause bruises. It was pretty gnarly. Oh my god, don't you just love this pond? It's so hot, I cannot sit. Oh my god, I cannot sit. But now I lost my train of thought. Oh well, it's gone. Whatever I was talking about, the pond and the babies and the dragonflies and the cat. I lost my train of thought. But let's see. Speaking truth. Okay, exactly. It becomes just talking after a while. But does one really know themselves or another person. Very true. One must really understand, and apply it to their life. Very true. Don't just talk. Yeah, very good. I love this. Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, maximizing. Yes. Okay, now I remember. So this whole thing about maximizing. Let's walk the creek. We can walk the creek. We'll go around that way. Isn't that so cute? It's when I first came here to visit, to see the place and meet my landlords and stuff the first time. None of this was this big and this long. Hi. Did you lose me? Here I am, Bubba. Here I am. Here I am, baby. It's okay. Huh. Oh, see, she doesn't like him. That's the problem. It's okay. See, now she runs away because she doesn't like him. Are you hot? You should go lay down in the shade. See, he's oblivious. He like, well, there's a bee on me. Look. Hi, little bee. Hi. He likes my crystals. He likes my crystals. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. That's it. He's all over my crystals. How cute is that? He's like trying to get in there. Where are you going? I had a bee in my car, or actually on my windshield for the longest time. There's just been a lot of bee business lately. You're so cute. It tickles. Yeah, we've got this big. Let's see if we can walk the whole. We've got this creek here, and this takes us. We'll go up to the front. Take you up, running into a freaking branch. Oh geez, I've got to make sure that I don't walk in. There is poison oak here, so I just have to. I don't think there's any right there, but it got really long. Kitty. Okay, let's go this way. Wait. So this is one of the pipes where the creek comes in from. This is another cool spot to be, actually. Can't really see the pond from here, but it's all. Look at this tree. I believe this is a fig tree. And this is definitely oh, there's baby. Baby! I wish she would get over her shit. It'd make life so much better. That's a jacuzzi that I don't think is ever going to be in working order. They tend to collect stuff. They have a boat. They have a jacuzzi. Okay, so let me take you over here. It's the other side of the house. Some more rose bushes. There's like 4 or 5 different rose bushes. So here is the creek, and it goes all the way past the building and then underground, and then it comes up over there. But let me show you where it originates. So, creek all the way. Squirrel. Hi, squirrel. He's checking me out. Hi, little squirrel. Oh, oh, there he goes. I had to swerve out of the way of running over 2 squirrels earlier today. That was no fun. Yeah, we'll go this way. So the front of the house. And you know, when I saw in my visions the place that I was going to live, it was like basically in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by trees where like nobody could see it ever, like from anywhere. There isn't my neighbors over there. That's where my one fence is, my one gate. But he's like way, way, way over there, and I guess never home. We're never on this property. See, so you can't see the house at all until you really are like right up on it, which I love. But let me show you this over here. This is the meadow I was telling you about. So in that meadow, it's just very, very, very special place. But I'll take you this way. See, this is where the water comes from. Um, so it goes all along there to the back of the house. And this comes, if it gets clogged, which it did this last week that I didn't understand, I have to, I have to go all the way over there about a quarter mile and then up in the up in the hills to clear out the water from. See that over there? There's more vineyard. See, it's another part of the vineyard. You're welcome. Thanks for seeing it. Yes, it is such a dream of a place. That's why I said it's dreamy. I wake up every day going, I can't believe I live here. It's just, yeah. See how cool that is? And look at how awesome Starlink is. Look at how far away I am from the house. And look at how great this is working. I'm so stoked. So I got to come up with some kind of rigging for like my computer or my phone. But I think this has worked out pretty good so far. Right, guys? And there's my car. People get a kick out of me having an Infiniti. Has an Infiniti. It's filthy right now. Very, very dirty. Let's go around this way. Show you my cherry trees. Oh, my garage is open because I was looking for power. Trying to figure out the power thing. Those are apples. Apple tree. These are cherry. Look at these are 4 cherry trees I have not been able to keep up with. So the birds are eating the cherries. Let me show you. Look at it. They got most of them and they got the ones on top, but there's still lots. I think later on today, I'm going to come out here and get a bunch more. But yeah, cherries galore over here. My landlady is like, oh, I got to get the cherries. I'm like, you don't understand. I don't think you get that I'm like moving. I don't have time to sit there and pick cherries. You know? But anyway, here we are back to where we started. And like I said, this is just like the house area. There's so much more. But let's come back up here. And then I think what we'll do, loves, is our spirit walk. Oh, this is such a mess here. Such a mess. I think we'll do our spirit walk. And I'm not sure how much power I have left on my phone. Holy moly. Hi. Oh, wow. It definitely got hotter. It's still really nice out, but yeah, it definitely got hotter. But there you go. We got a little tour of my place. I'm so glad that all worked. That worked really great. We didn't lose you once. Wish I could see. Yeah, really awesome connection. So thank you guys for joining me out at the pond and hanging out there. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, we're gonna be doing that more often. Just have to figure out all my places and my rigging for my equipment, and then we'll be in business. So I'm just stoked that I actually wasn't even expecting my Starlink. I thought I was going to be
hooked up to the DSL because it still has like all they have is DSL here in the country. Hooked up to the DSL on the modem, which was working fine. But I ordered Starlink on Sunday and it got here 2 days ago. It got here so fast when it wasn't supposed to be here for like 2 weeks. I was shocked how fast it got here. So, oh, that's the last thing I wanted to share with you all. My new philosophy in life. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you're here to see it. And I wanted to let you know, Lioness, that I was very specifically guided to. I never even talked to you about it because I knew that you'd be here. But I was very specifically guided to have this live at noon today and noon on for the solstice because I wanted to make sure that you could be here for these. So, and I know when they're later in the day, it's really, really hard for you. So anyhow, I'm so glad that you're here. So glad that all of you are here. Thank you so much for being here with me. And what else was I going to say? Oh yes. Before we get into the spirit walk, I want to share what came through when I was driving home from here the first time. And I rented this place and I came here with money to rent it, to pay actually 6 months in advance, to the beginning of everything. And I was driving home and it was the middle of the night, and my guides came through and they said, "So what do you think? Wasn't that easy?" And I was like, yeah, I mean, barring the 10-hour drive, 11-hour, however long it was, if you don't stop, it's like 9.5 hours, but you have to stop, obviously. You need gas, you need food, you need drink, you need pee. So it takes time. But anyway, it was like, wasn't that easy? And I was like, yeah, it was pretty easy. I mean, yes, it's taken time. Yes, it's, whatever. But once it was rolling, it was just easy. And that has been the philosophy of this move for me. Everything about it. And I'm not saying everything's been easy, but when we break it down like bit by bit by bit, it's like, wow, that was easy. Wow, that was easy. Wow, that was easy. And this is something that Aurora and I got into, is like, easy. It wasn't that easy. Like, just expecting easy. Because when I when I rented the place, came up here, signed the lease, gave them my money, and then the ball started rolling. I have to prepare. I have to, all the things. And I have all the cats. And I was like, ah. And and they stopped me and they said, you have to decide that this big move in your life is going to be easy, and all the aspects of it is going to be easy. And that's your expectation, is easy. And I was like, yes, I like this a lot. And they really showed me that, yes, it's not to say that it's not work. It's not to say that it's not, um, um, the things don't take effort on your part. They do, obviously. But your expectations for how things will go really sets the tone. Really, like, if you're going to work with temperatures, let's say, cold water to hot water, and you find the perfect mix of what's going to feel the best, it's a little of this and a little of that. But in the end, if you decide like, oh, this is going to be, difficult and uncomfortable, and so many things could go wrong, and what if this and what if that, I think of myself being very uncomfortable, like very cold and just uncomfortable. But when I think of things being flowing and being easy, and things just working out and all of those things, I think of being in very comfortable like if we're talking about temperatures of water, I don't know why this is coming up, but it's like, oh, being in a temperature of water that feels really good and really refreshing, let's say. And I'm not wanting to escape it. I want to lean into it. I want to stay here longer because it feels good. So if we decide life is going to feel good and life is going to be easy, then life is going to feel good and be easy because we've decided that. We haven't made up energy forms and timelines and decided, like, I could have went down like, oh my god, the cats are going to be like, this is going to be so hard with all the cats. And the cats were such a big deal for me when it came to this move. As you can imagine, I have 9 cats, and that's a lot, and they don't all get along like you guys saw. And it was a major, major, major thing for me. Anxiety for me when I thought about how it was all going to go. And those kind of thoughts can really spiral. They can really stress you out. You can get very anxious about things. There were so many aspects of this move that I could have spiraled into different things at so many different times. Things were shifting and changing as well. And I had that mode, that program was installed on the way back to Crestline from being here the first time. Was, let's install the easy program and pay attention to the way things have been up until now, and how easy it's been. We have done what we can to make this as easy for you as possible. So now your expectations need to be that it's going to continue, and that's where your head needs to be, easy. And that really worked for me. Like I said, if I started to veer off into different things, I would just be like, nope, it's going to be easy, whatever it is. I'm not going to worry or stress or whatever. I'm expecting easy. So easy it will be. And as it turned out, in the end, I mean, it wasn't all easy and it was chaotic at different times. Yes. And I'm not saying that it didn't have its moments, but all in all, the cats did as best as they possibly could have been in that situation. They were amazing. It was easy. And the plants, we got all the plants in. I was worried about that and they did great. Easy. Like, it was just like, if you really stop to think about it, easy, 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 because I decided that's the way it needed to be. That's what I was resonating with, that this move was gonna be as easy as it could be. And I've decided that that's the philosophy I'm going with for all of my life, for the rest of my life, the aspects of everything in my life. If there's resistance, if there's friction, if there's anything like that, that's going to make me go, wait a minute, this isn't easy. What's going on here? Because we create our reality. We decide what it is we need. Do we need more tension, more friction, more puzzles to unsolve because we need to figure shit out, so it's going to be hard? Then it will be hard. I was having a conversation with a couple people recently, and they had decided this is hell and life is hell and everything is hard. And I'm like, well, then that's the way it's going to be for you. If you decide that this is either heaven or hell, and whatever you decide you need and you want and where you resonate, that's going to be what it is. If you need to live a life where lack is your station and you need to figure out ways to survive because you're in lack, then that's going to be what you're going to experience. And you're always going to be in lack. You're never going to have enough of anything. But if you decide I'm going to have an abundant life and I'm going to have everything I need, and on and on and on and on, it's going to be easy. And this is the way it's going to be. And this is what I'm going to resonate with. Bam, that's what you're going to get, because that's what you are positioning everything within you to resonate with. You don't resonate with hard. You don't resonate with anything that's hard, anything that's difficult, anything that has friction, anything that has resistance, anything that requires so many different layers of you trying to force things, you know, then it won't be there, because why do you need that? It's like, and really tapping into that. So I want to share that all with you, that, if you just decide, like I've already said, like, I expect miracles. I live a miraculous life. I witness and I'm a part of, and I make miracles happen, and I expect them. That is a state of being that I am expecting is miracles to just boop, 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 happen. Synchronicities, magic, all of that is an expectation of mine. I expect that for myself, for the people in my life, for my clients, and everything. That is, and if you work with me, you know that that's true. I will say that we're expecting miracles. So get on board with expectations of miracles, because that's what will happen. If you're doubtful, if you're fearful, if you're stressful, then miracles can't happen. Then easy can't happen, because you're not resonating with easy and with miracles. So I wanted to share that with you all, because it's really powerful. It's really simple to decide I want easy in my life. I need easy in my life. If whatever's going on in your life, just there's an infinite amount of what if possibilities to make things difficult, right? So many. But there's one road to easy. And that's what's so awesome about it. Because you don't need to know the details to easy. You just need to be like, I'm on the road of easy. So that's where I'm going to be. And whatever happens that makes it easy is going to be on that road. And I have faith in easy. And there you go. It's really, really cool. I love it. So I hope that resonates with you guys. Alina says, I was so happy for the time. Good. Oh, wow. I need to jump on that train too. Easy. Yes. Everybody needs to jump on the easy train. It's available for everybody. And you just have to dial in. Just imagine it. Just go, oh, I have two roads here. One road is hard. One road is easy. What road do I want to be on in my life? Turn towards easy. Easy takes you up. Easy is into the higher dimensions, the higher upper worlds, the higher frequencies. Easy goes like this, hard goes like that. So decide, I'm going to turn towards easy, because I want things to be easy in my life. Yeah, easy sounds great. And I just went through one of the hardest things you could possibly, and I'm still going through it. One of the hardest things you could do in your life is a big move, is a long move, is a move with basically yourself and a bunch of animals. And you know what I mean? And it's been as easy as it could possibly be, because that's what I decided it's going to be. Again, I'm not saying every aspect. I'm not saying it wasn't, didn't have its moments, because of course it did. But all in all, easy. And that's what I've expected and accepted in my life, going forward, is to maintain easy. And so when you start to think about things being difficult, just stop, pull over, and go, wait a minute, how did I get on the difficult road? Where did I take a wrong turn here? I got to make a U-turn, or I got to turn. At any moment, you can decide, I don't need to be on this difficult road anymore, and I'm going to turn on the easy road. Easy road, you'll feel a very different shift in yourself energetically when you go. You ask yourself, do I need to be on difficult road? Is there any reason for me to be here? No. Okay, then we're getting off a difficult road and we're going on to easy road. And you could do that like this. And it takes some training, it takes some adjustments, it takes some reminding for yourself. You just have to catch yourself. It's like thinking about fears. Like, oh, am I in fear right now? Oh, I've got to recognize I'm in fear, dissect the fear, understand why the fear came up. Then I got to delete the fear in this moment. I got to change it. It's all of those things that we have to do for ourselves. So this is kind of along the same lines, is really recognizing what road you're on and what you're resonating with at any given time, so you can make those adjustments and be where you really want to be, not where your programs have, and your stories or anybody else's have put you, without you being, like, you just end up somewhere. Where the hell, how did I get here? What's happening? Now I'm all upset. I'm in this whole thing because I've had this experience lately. There's somebody who really upset me in the last couple days. Not important to get into it, but very upsetting to me. And I'm like, I'm not used to feeling like this. This is not a normal state of being for me, and I don't like it. And it's very sharp edges and bad thoughts and very frustrating to me. And so this is not where I choose to be. I'm not going to continue in this framework because this is just lowering my vibration and frustrating me. So I see this for what it is, and I'm going to remove it from my framework right here. I'm going to go from being in difficult energy to being in easy energy because that's where I'm meant to resonate. Things are supposed to be easy. So there you go. There's that. I hope that works for you guys. And trust me, we'll probably be talking about easy more. Waiting for guests. Oh, you see that? Oh, you see that? Okay, because I didn't know what it said. It said like, yeah, I don't understand why it's doing that. Oh no. Oh, I didn't mean to delete your message. I'm sorry. I thought I was deleting something else. I apologize. Don't know why that deleted. Thought I was deleting something else. Anyway, so there you go, loves. With that said, let's get into this meditation, this spirit walk. Oh my goodness. So, oops. See, I don't know how to work this thing. Does that say? Thanks so much for sharing all that. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm so glad you guys were here with me to bring in this new moon. I'm really stoked because it's been with the new moon. See, there's literally one thing you can't see about being here is that there's no lights anywhere. So when you go outside my house at night, and especially during the new moon, this is my first new moon here, it's pitch black dark. Very, very dark. Like you could not walk without a flashlight. You couldn't see anything. There's no street lights. There's literally, if you look up the light pollution map, there's a light pollution map. And if you were to look it up, where I live is one of the darkest places. And it's really cool. So you can see the stars really well. So that's something I'm going to do tonight, but super, super dark out here. It's so dark. But it's like so cool about it because it's like that's why I'm here, is to be out here with the least amount of energetic friction, including light. That was a big problem I had with where I lived. It was just like, oh, I'm in the mountains, but there's lights everywhere. It's like I can't see shit. It's like I'm in the mountains, I can see the stars, but there's lights everywhere. So being here, I'm about 27,000 feet. Sorry, 2,700 feet, not 1,000 feet, 2,700 feet. So, and it's really, so I'm about half as high up on a mountain, totally different type of mountain, but half as high, but no light. So, apparently I'm going to be able to, I haven't done it the last couple nights, but I am going to go out here tonight and look at the stars. Apparently you can really see some amazing stars. So hopefully, you can too, wherever you're at. I'm glad that you guys could all be here with me and check this out. Like I said, we're going to do more of it. But in the meantime, let us do some spirit walk meditation for this new moon. Wow, it was really gnarly. A couple of these mosquito bites like left bruises. I'm kind of allergic to mosquito bites, so they get really, really, really swollen and gnarly. Anyway, just got distracted because this one on my leg is like massive, and I had this other one. Oh, and just so you know, Himalayan salt on bug bites, mosquito bites help that itch, that burn really go away. So there you go. I started to go out with glasses sometimes at night. Ah, that's so funny. Yeah. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. There's so much artificial light, and it's like it really messes with us with our energy when it comes to the nighttime. And so that's another thing that they told me. They're like, oh, you're in pitch dark You'll be able to see the stars like no other place, like being in Alaska or being someplace, out of civilization. Because where I live literally there's no light sources. Unless I turn on a light somewhere, it's pitch black dark here. So we'll see how many. I haven't gotten any pictures of the stars yet, but I have my new iPhone, and apparently it does really, really great for that. So I'll be sharing some more of that. Okay, enough of rambling for me. Gone on long enough. I'm going to move my chair over here. This as well. You guys are going to have your eyes closed anyway, but there we go. Yeah. It's going to be a really nice sunset today. I shall be taking pictures to show everybody. Okay, so I have some music going on here in the background. I'm not sure if you guys could hear it before. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I think it's a 1111 hertz. Let me take a look here. Pretty sure it is. Clearing out all dark energies. Hopefully you guys can hear it, at least pick up on the vibes. So do your thing, everybody. Let's get into position here. Again, thank you for being here with me on this new moon in Gemini. Remember, think of balance, acceptance, energizing all of your aspects of your bodies as we get into the second half of the year, really connecting with your divine feminine and your divine masculine, choosing to see all sides and facets of yourself, accepting, and then evolving through that acceptance. And through it all, loving yourself more and more and more, and having the capacity for more and more love in yourself, for yourself, and for others. That will naturally translate into less judgment for yourself and others. So when you really get into your heart space and really tap in with unconditional love, you're going to freely give that away to everybody all the time, because your judgment is going to be way low. So judgment goes down, love goes up. The more judgment you have in your life for people and yourself, the less amount of love. So it's a real balance there. Judgment is a problem. So you can gauge yourself by how much you're judging yourself and others by your capacity, what that is as far as acceptance. So if you find yourself being very judgmental with yourself and others, well, then you're not being very accepting, are you? The more accepting, the less judgmental you'll be. That's just the balance of those two types of energies. Okay, let's do this. So hopefully you're ready. Oh, goody the yawns. Oh my goodness. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. So stoked to see you all here. Feel you all here. I'm so glad you could be here. And again, we're going to be back on Wednesday for the summer solstice. More of the same, but different, as always. All right, eyes closed. Take a few deep breaths here, really connecting with the body. Bring your shoulders back, open up the chest. Deep breath. And the energies and the essence of us all being these beautiful, bright stars. So, really picking up on the energy of the 5-pointed star. So, the top with your head, and then your arms and your legs. Oopsie. Your arms and your legs. Really see yourself as the star. And thinking about your heart center and your solar plexus. Your root and your sacral chakras. Your hands and your feet chakras. And how the energy from your core emanates out from your arms and your legs, your hands and your feet. We are antennas for energy. We are satellites for energy. We emit energy and we absorb energy. So see yourself as this beautiful star. And let everything fall away now, if you will, and just see yourself as this beautiful star in the sky at night in the darkness. And it's just you and your connection with your soul, your connection with Mother, Father, God, in equal parts, our Creator. They created everything. They created you. You are just like them, as powerful as they are. For creation and co-creation, see yourself as this beautiful bright star with many, it's like a diamond star is what's coming through, lit up from the inside and fractaling out in this energy and this light all around you. And there's no walls, there's nothing to stop this light and this energy from going in every direction, lighting up the darkness infinitely in every direction. You're just there. And there's maybe you can see yourself as doing this very slow spin. So all aspects and facets of you, you're this beautiful etched diamond light star against the darkness of time and space and creation and the web of life. And if you take your perspective and zoom back or zoom out, you can see all the other stars in the web of life. And we can light up our soul family stars and really see them. You may not know who they are. You may know who they are, who some of them are, but just let this constellation of life that in all the timelines that you're connected to, let it light up against the dark sky. And all the lines connecting to each other. A re-energizing of self. A reconnection with your soul, with your body, with your spirit, with nature, with Gaia, with all things of nature, all aspects of nature. This time of summer is blossoming and blooming, everything so bright and beautiful. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere. And we have the winter solstice, actually. Come to think of it. But really tapping into this summer solstice here where I'm at, where we're connecting with here in the northern hemisphere. and the capacity for bringing things into you, of being open, and just thinking of nature and being out in nature and experiencing nature and what comes out in the summertime, what's out and about, flowers and blossoms and fruit and animals and insects and just all the many facets of life from wherever region you happen to be, whatever energies that you happen to be feeling. And there's a lot of shifts that are taking place right now just within Gaia's energy, and what she's emanating out to us, especially for those of us who are open to receive and open to change and open to shifts and aren't resisting. So really think about that beautiful star and think about what's connected to it. Is there resistance there? Are you free? Are you flowing? Is there anything that's binding you, that's holding you back? Are you free? Think of being a free star, free light, magnetizing to you everything that's going to maximize your energy, maximize your awareness, maximize your connectivity and your health and your clarity. Think your capacity is infinite and never gets full to receive. Decide that you will receive in this new moon everything that's meant for you, to really be intentional about receiving. So at the most basic, as you're spinning there and you're this beautiful diamond star and all the light from you is going out in every direction. Now also think of absorbing and bringing into you and receiving all the light and all the love and all the abundance and all the magic. Receiving clarity, receiving awareness and motivation. And Gaia's coming through now, and she's she's kind of pointing to distractions and chaos and things that can overwhelm, things that can take your attention away from really truly the things that matter to you in your life, what's really important. And that's an individual thing for you to decide what's truly important for you in your life right now, what you need to do, what you need to focus on, what's been distracting you, what's been causing chaos, what's been taking you away from your regimen of health and spirituality. And decide now, with this new moon, Gaia is saying, to eliminate the distractions, to eliminate the chaos, to eliminate anything that has come through for whatever reason, to identify where is the chaos, where's the distraction, where's the frustration, and to be able to see these things clearly. Because sometimes we can very easily, life just happens, and before we know it, there's distraction and chaos. We're out of our regimen, we're out of our routine, we're not doing things the way we normally do them, and we get off, and sometimes we can stay off. And so this is a really great time with all the energies coming in, what's going to come through next week with the solstice, and how it's like the ball is at the top and it's going to start rolling. And once it starts rolling, we're going to have momentum. So now is the time, in these next few days with this new moon, to really sit and think about the state of affairs of your life, where you are, where you've been, and where you're going, past, present, future. And what is part of the mix? How clear is that water, let's say? Is it murky? Is there a lot going on there? Is it chaos? What's going on? Is it clear? So really think about this. And Gaia is saying, think about the way that you will be with yourself, intentional with yourself, to have the clearest road to the highest possible timelines for your heaven on earth, for your easy road to get you everywhere that you know you need to be, and all the places that you couldn't imagine that you will be, wishes that you wouldn't even think to have yet, that all of it can open up for you and be a part of your future. But first, let's take this time to make space for that, to see where there's blocks, to see where's resistance, to see where there's chaos and distractions. Identify those things, really assess why they're there and where your part is and what your part is with these different things. And then what needs to be eliminated, what needs to be implemented. So take a deep breath there and think of receiving the clarity of the information and the guidance to answer all of those questions, to make things as easy for yourself as possible, getting things out of the way of your flow so you can flow and be in balance, be in harmony with all of your aspects, all of your bodies. Give yourself the time and the space to be in that awareness. Just slow it down. So we were seeing your star self turning. Now see your star self being stationary and still. And open and receiving. Be a receptacle, be the vessel that receives, that is filling up here. This new moon is truly bringing in so much new awareness, new directives, new inspiration, new motivations, new reasons for change. And things are just going to pop. Like, this is what she's showing me. She's showing me that things are going to be really popping up for you in ways that are just going to be like pop, 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 pop. Like, it's just hard to, other than that, just a lot of shifts and changes internally from the inside out. Seeing yourself differently, relating to yourself, being nicer, kinder, gentler, more nurturing, more loving with yourself, not so hard, not so judgmental, not so managerial, not, because a lot of us can be very, very hard on ourselves. We can expect a lot, where we expect a lot from ourselves, and so this is about smoothing things over, really taking time to, she says, take time to forgive yourself for being hard on yourself, to forgive yourself for being judgmental, forgive yourself for expecting too much, for not being as nurturing as you could have or should have been with yourself. Forgive yourself for not treating yourself as kindly and as lovingly as you could, for whatever that may be. for just being harder on yourself than needed to be, for pushing yourself beyond your limits sometimes, just because you're such a go-getter and you have so much that you want to do and accomplish. We can do too much to and with ourselves, that we really need to take a breath here and allow ourselves to just slow it down. This new moon to me is like, it's such slow energy, which I absolutely love. And that's what Gaia is showing me. She's showing me really slow, methodical energy, like super, super slow love. Like, you know, a massage, if you're getting a massage from somebody and they're doing it super slowly, there's a whole different feel than somebody who's massaging you fast and, you know, just moving quickly. That slow massage, that's what Gaia is showing me right now. Just imagine yourself getting a slow massage, exactly the pressure you need to release your muscles and the energy, and to make you feel gooey and loose and relaxed and peaceful in your body. That slow roll, that slow energy. That's what this is. It's like, get in balance, feel in. You can't feel shit if you're moving too fast, right? If you're moving, you're gonna miss all the things. You have to slow it down. Really feel into your body, into your energy. Let yourself get really loose and gooey. All the tension, all the tightness, let it loosen up. Like if it's a tight knit, a tight web, see that tightness, the tight knit, get loose and fall away. So all the netting that may be around us that keeps us all in and tight and within ourselves, let it fall away and let yourself just open up. And let this energy of slow and flow and balance and clarity come into play here. This is really about balancing out the energy so we can really feel into ourselves. We're not leaning too much to the left or the right. We're right in balance and we're receiving. And really take your time to ask your questions. It doesn't have to be right now, but Gaia is saying, you know, if you haven't yet already done this, sit down with yourself and write down your questions. What do you need to know? What do you want to know? What's a question in your life? What are you wondering about? Think about them right now even. Are there questions in your life, decisions that you need to make, or whatever that it is? And decide that now is the time to open up for the clarity, for the answers for these things. You're going to slow down enough. You're going to undo the ties of the net that keeps everything nice and tight, and you're going to let it loose. And you're going to get slow with yourself. You're going to slow your roll way, way down so you can get the information that you need to move forward into the second half of this year, this new moon in June with Gemini is all about energizing balance. So receive the energy to energize the balance within you and in your life. And have the expectation for clarity to come through this. So see the murky water get clear. See the road get clear. See everything, all the walls crumble. Anything that is a block, a resistance within you, around you. If there's people in your way, if there's people that give you resistance, if there's people that give you grief for whatever reason, see them moving out of the way. You don't need to have the details for why they're moving out of the way. See them moving out of the way. Circumstances in your life that are standing in your way, see them moving out of the way. Connect with the energy of air as the wind is picking up here. Connect with the energy of air for clarity. Think of how wonderful that element of air comes in and just whooshes things off in a way and clears everything, and how amazing the wind feels, how good that feels. And just see yourself like mesh. Like you are just like the wind can pass right through you. There's nothing resistant within you that's going to block this clarity of this air element coming through and clearing out the energy around you, within you. That everything coming to you is for you and for your beautiful, magical life. It's for your soul connection. It's for your soul family connections. It's for your destinies, your purpose, and all the magic that you're meant to make in this world. Firstly, concentrating on you, your life, your vessel, your body, and everything that is needed to get clear for you, and how that is going to radiate into the world and the universe and the multiverse, and it's going to boomerang back more of that for yourself and out in every direction. Again, tapping into that 5-pointed star, the diamond star. See yourself really pan out. See yourself part of that amazing constellation and web of life. One of infinite stars, and also the stars of all of your other co-current lives happening at the same time that you can tap into, that can tap in with you in this life. Be open to all of that. We don't need to understand how it all works. Just tap into the truth of it. And let it come through and to you now. Be a receiver. I feel lines, really intense lines of light coming in, like, holy moly, like laser beams straight to the heart center. Whew, very, very hot. Feels like the sun just all of a sudden started hitting me, and it's not. So very intense light and energy coming through here. Ironically enough, through the new moon, through the void of light, through the new moon, we can see the light that much better within and feel it within us and really feel that heat. That's what Gaia is showing us. She says it's might be counterintuitive with all of this light for this new moon, but it is the absence of light that shows you the light the most. Like we were talking about how dark it is here and how I'll be able to see the stars tonight so clearly. That's exactly the same type of energy here. So it's the absence of light that shows the light the most. So really tap in with that. And maximum love, maximum joy, maximum peace, maximum bliss, maximum connectivity, and all of those amazing aspects and feelings that we can have within us when we feel really good, really right, where we're right where we're meant to be. Feels so amazing. And that's the sweet spot. And then we just need to multiply and multiply and multiply that energy again and again and again on top of itself, again and again and again. There are no limits. It's our perception, it's our stories, it's our history, it's what is connected to us that we still need to heal for ourselves in this lifetime and for ourselves in our other lifetimes that are happening at this same time, and for our connected soul family experience that is all integrated and connected together, and how we affect each other, and how all of that energy bounces back and forth to help each other, to heal each other, to help us connect to each other and to inspire and motivate each other, whether we know we're doing it or not. Open up to all of that wonderful energy. Really, we're setting the table for what's coming here in the next few days and weeks and months. So the more space that we can have on the table, the more clarity we can have within us, the more we can receive. No limits to what we can receive. Remember that. We limit ourselves. We stop ourselves by what we decide. So decide that the table is clear and vast, and we can put so much on it. And there it is. So just take a few deep breaths here. Something else is coming through. Okay, this is really interesting, really tapping into the zodiac and all of the signs of the zodiac, the wheel of the zodiac coming through here, and all the constellations. And the message is to connect to and tap into and with the constellation and your zodiac sign for your sun sign. So whatever your sun sign is, let's let that energy come through. The stars and the constellation for that sign come through to you now like a funnel directly through you. Really think of that sign, what it represents, what it looks like, what the stars are like. If you know where it is in the sky and what's next to it, you can tap into all of that. But you don't need that. You can just tap into whatever it is and feel that for yourself. This is your motivation, your energy. Think of the sun, the light, the energy, your motivation aspect of yourself and your constellation of your birth chart. And then real quick, we're going to veer off into your ascending sign. So it could be the same, but for most people, it's different. You have a different ascending sign or rising sign than your sun sign. So tap into that constellation and that energy And I'm kind of seeing, the way I'm seeing it is kind of almost like floating through space and seeing the constellations and just like them coming into view and everything's turning. So this could be as flat or like a piece of paper that you're tapping into, or it could be like really immerseful in the really like in space with the stars, all that kind of thing. That's the way it's coming through to me. So we're veering off into your ascending sign, whatever that is. Tap into that energy. Kind of put on that costume. It's kind of what I'm seeing. Like we're shifting here. Like, okay, now it's this, or if it is the same as your sun sign, as it can be with people for sure, then just let that sink in and just let it come in a little, let it sink in a little bit more, knowing that's also your ascending sign. This is a double energy for yourself if that's who you are. For the rest of us who have different sun ascending signs from sun sign, really now shift into your ascendant energy, your rising sign energy. Now the rising signifies the part of the zodiac and your particular sign that's going to really be at the core of your ascension. So rising, ascension, and your ascending sign is all connected to your ascension. Tapping into that energy for yourself and everything that comes with it. And our guides and guardians, archangels are coming through now, really lighting this aspect of yourself up right now. So your ascendant sign, your ascending sign, your rising sign really getting lit up within you, really being activated within you to really motivate you in your spirituality, in your soul quest, or whatever that means for you, whether you're in that program or not, to really activate the need for your soul connection, what's going to connect you further and deeper to your soul. Now think about that 5-pointed star. Now let's integrate them together, really absorb this zodiac sign into your 5-pointed star here, activating with the diamond light, really integrating with this sign, maybe more than you ever have before, really seeing it as your North Star, really this sign and all the aspects of what the zodiac sign represents for you is going to give you a lot of clues, a lot of inspiration and motivation for what those aspects are within you that need to be cultivated, that need to have the light shined on them to help you with your rising, with your ascension, with your clearing and your healing, and really to tap in with those energies, with that constellation and everything that is connected to it. You're being guided to take some time to look at your birth chart, to really tap in and work with that ascending sign. Learn it more. And part of toolkit that you use to help you go and move forward. See the symbol of this sign, if you know this, the way the symbol looks astrologically, or you can just see the word and see it tattooed all over your body. You can see the word and the sign and the symbol, or whatever you associate with this sign. See all of these symbols and pictures or whatever words tattooed all over your body, but in light, like light etched all over your body. It's really cool looking. So however you may see this for yourself, let it integrate into your on an energetic level. So it's like on the physical level, but beyond the physical level. So it's like if it's tattooed on your body, that's the physical, but it's being more like etched in light upon your body. So whatever that is, whatever that sign is. So see the word written out all over your body, see the symbols or the animal or the whatever that it is. Let it come through for you and see it the way it's meant to be seen. See your hands, see your feet, see your face, see your chest, see your back, your shoulders, all your different, your stomach, your lower back, your legs. Just see this light etching. So basically, like if you were under black light, it would glow and you would see all of these symbols and all of these pictures and all of these words all over your body, but it's in an energetic. This is all very energetic. So your energetic body has this. It's being embedded with all of this energy, and this is the purpose of this is to really integrate with the energies of your ascending sign. Literally to wear it on yourself energetically. And to really lean into this sign of your zodiac, really get to know it, really feel into it. So that is your project for this new moon. And through the solstice is what I'm seeing here is to spend some time with yourself, reconnecting and connecting with your ascending or rising sign, and really see that all over and like etched into your, tattooed into your energetic body, lit up with that black light. So see the symbols, see the pictures, see the animal, see the whatever that you see here all over your body, very strategically. You may even want to do some drawings of what is where on your body and really try to connect to that. Because you're not creating it, it's coming to you. These are encodements that are coming to you. You're not placing these things anywhere on your body, they're appearing for you. So, what is in the palm of your hand? What's on the back of your hand? What's on your chest? What's on your stomach? What's on your shoulders? What's on your back? What's on your face? And spend some time really looking at that and seeing what that is and tapping into that. Where do these symbols and pictures and words, how do they correspond with your chakras and your energy centers and your bodies? You know, really dive deep here, because this is really, really deep. I've never seen anything like this before. It's really, really, really cool. And this is like, oh gosh, how do I put this? The way that I'm seeing this is a real like shortcut, I guess is the best way to put it. Because cheat code isn't it, it's more of a shortcut. If you tap into this for yourself now and at this time, these next few days, really decide this is important and really spend some time with this. This is like a shortcut that's really going to help bypass a lot of things that you don't need to connect to. And I can't say exactly what that is, obviously, but it will be. I just see this. I see a lot being bypassed here, and it's because whatever's being activated and connected to with you with your ascending sign is going to do exactly that. It's going to help you ascend. And remember, we started with your sun sign. That was your birth sign. The sign you were in at your birth, your human birth, however many years ago that was, right, dear ones? So now we're going to rebirth with our ascending sign. So this whole soul quest thing, however you're connected to that for yourself, this is about that rebirth. This is about that ascending sign. So that's coming up here really intensely with this new moon. It's being activated with the sign of Gemini for the balance. So Gemini is taking the lead here to activate all sides of us with this ascending sign. So if it happens to be Gemini, that's your ascending sign, that's just another layer of it. But it really is like the twins of Gemini is opening both doors at the same time, really opening up this portal to allow for this connection to take place. All of this amazing. So this is very star driven, very galactic driven. So there may be a lot of connections with our galactic brothers and sisters, with more star seeds, things like this. You may get more connections with light beings, with any aspects of our galactic selves or galactic families is coming through here very intensely as well. They are going to be a big part of that. And that's also something, just side note, I knew once I would move here that I was going to be connecting a lot more with galactics myself, which means you guys too. So that's already coming through very intensely now, which makes me very, very happy, very warm inside, very welcomed and loved, and all of that good stuff. I hope you all can feel this super, super, super intense love energy that's coming through right now. So take a deep breath and just let all of that settle in. And the last couple things that are coming through is do your best to take some notes, because this is a very dreamy space to be in when we're in the spirit walk. We think we won't forget anything, but we do always. So please, as soon as you can, take some notes of whatever came through for you. And then very lastly here, I'm getting a preview of going to sleep at night. So whenever sleep is for you after this, really think about this spirit walk. Think about the 5-pointed star. Think about the web of soul family, of receiving and opening up, slowing things down, opening up, connecting with your ascending sign, all the different things and aspects of this. Really remember this work that you did and these connections that you did in this spirit walk before you go to sleep tonight. Very intentionally, so it can further integrate in a really intentional way within you. And just let whatever rolls forward in these next few days come up. No judgment, just awareness, just a perception, just the acknowledgement and the acceptance of what is coming. Because there's been a lot in the way for a lot of us that is now going to get out of the way. And you're going to feel a real push for what's coming next. So just allow for that shift to happen, because it's going to happen, and it's going to start with this new moon. It's really going to be activated with the solstice. So we will be back here in just a few days for more work with our divine counterparts. Thank you to Gaia, to our galactic brothers and sisters, to the archangels, to all of our guides and guardians, for bringing us here at this time for this wonderful spirit walk, and all of these energies that came through. They're very, very, very gooey and warm, and very about ourselves and our soul and our missions and our lives and all this good stuff. It's very self-centric, which is perfect, because that's what we need right now. Less distraction, less chaos, more about number one and what's going on in here. So let that be a good thing. Lean into it big time. Okay, everybody. Well, I want to thank you all for being here. I want you to take your time slowly when you're ready, coming out of this spirit walk, but take your time here as long as you can, as long as it feels good. Again, thanking everybody for joining me here today. This is really cool and really fun. Thank you, Gaia, and everybody for those wonderful integrations and visuals that I just got with all the zodiac signs. I hope that you're feeling this too, feeling very relaxed, very love. There's a lot of love coming through. It's really, really beautiful. So open up that heart chakra, open up your wings, let maximum capacity love come through for you. I'm sending you all the beautiful energies of this wonderful, magical place that I now live and that we're going to be experiencing more than ever in the future. And with that said, everybody, I love you, love you, love you. And I will see you soon. So for now, I say goodbye. I'm just going to sit here for a minute or two, let this music play, and then I will stop the live. Feel free to open up your eyes if you want to take a look at the video. You can. I have not changed it, but I'm being guided to keep this music going a little bit longer and just to be here and receive. So until next time, everybody, I love you dearly. Thanks for being here with me today.